league on EA Sports. And coming up, it's two teams who made their NFL debuts together back in 1976. It's the Hawks and the Buccaneers. Next on Madden NFL 25.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Under clear, sunny skies, we are ready for football. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running with Walker again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's results like that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Mayfield comes out throwing. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running back sent in motion. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Evans, the motion man here. Mayfield on 1st and 10. This finds Evans, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Irving on the inside give. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Byron Murphy there to make the play. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Mayfield now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That stop made by KJ Britt.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Pickup of 5 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got first down from the 31. Smith to the air now. Barner with the grab. He'll have him gain about a handful there. That stop made by KJ Britt.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Smith. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now an inside give to Walker. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying with Walker. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. A give up the gut to Walker. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Right back to Irving now. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Once again, Irving. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers looking at 1st and 10. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Baker. Got Evans, it's complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st and 10, here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Baker throwing again. Catch made by Bucky Irving. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Throwing it just before halftime. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a lead on the final play of the half. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. Well, we've hit halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers toting a nice lead into the locker room. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Bucky Irving now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield has him on the quick hitter. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They kick the running back in motion. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Baker. That one's complete over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the give, this is Irving. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted!